Words. Words are intention formed into a spell. That's why you are asked to spell the word. Because the word is someone else's intention formed into a spell. That's why you put words in a book and you bind them. That's why when you go to prison, you are booked in. You're bonded. Words are simply just a spell of someone's intention. So when someone writes a book, they'll put their energy into this book. Their energy is bonded to this book. Now, if someone has evil intent to entrap you when they write this book, when you read this book, you will be entrapped. If you don't read the whole book and you agree to the words that someone has formed into a spell, then you are bonded to that book. But this is alchemy. When they do what they do with it, it is called witchcraft, warlocks, spells. It's the opposite of living. It's evil. Evil is live, spelled backwards. It was someone's intent. But you can free yourself with your intent. To free yourself. They have taken your free will. And they use your manifesting power to manifest this reality that we are in, our very own prisons. Clear intent speaks it into existence. Their clear intent was to entrap us and to enslave us. And we have spoken it into existence. That's what they mean by the tongue. It's a powerful weapon. Words are powerful. Words are powerful energy. It's someone's powerful intent that can be transformed into their intent. Because energy doesn't die. Energy only can be transformed. You can transform it to positive or to negative energy, whichever one your intent is. This is why words have more than one meaning. Because the words were translated from one language to another, from culture to culture. These words kept the same meaning, and then the intent of the person who was translating the language, their intent is in the word now. With all the others who cultures intent of the word. Now you have all these intents wrapped up into this one word. So this word has lifetimes of meanings into this word, depending on the intent. This is what they mean when they say words are spells. Be careful what you say. Because you can have something in your DNA from our ancestor that was dark. And you latched on to that feeling, latched on with your intent. Oh boy, it's going to be trouble. Be very careful what you say. This is why it's important to forgive. Get all this darkness out of your heart. Very important. A lot of your DNA is suppressed and asleep, but you can awaken it with a emotion, a trigger, and latch on to something very dark. Very, very dark. To depths they don't speak about. They tell you of hell, but they don't tell you of Father. This is infinity, people. Infinity. Those dark places that they don't talk about. Not even the so-called Satan talks about these places. This is alchemy. This is where they get all these witchcraft and spells and stuff like this. Just the way alchemy is what is, and the usage of it and how you use it, your intent. This is creativity. You have to understand is that everything is one big body. We are made in that image. Our body is made in that image, as a vessel, as a ship, to be able to use all these abilities here in the physical realm. Excuse me. Words or spells. On part 2 that I'm going to do, right now I'm cutting my grass and I'll have to stop. I'm going to make this video. But on part 2, I'm going to get into more detail. I'm going to show you what I mean. And I went and bought my stuff so I can actually draw it up and point out things for y'all visual people who learn visually, not auto, but you have auto and visual. Because I understand that everybody learns differently. Some people learn off of just feeling. And me, I learn all these different ways. I have the ability to bring harmony to all these different ways that I learn. Or you could say absorb information. Because it's more of a absorbance than it is. This is the lowest form of learning that we're learning from. We're having to bring ourselves back to the level ground. Because we're in the hole, people. This is the way out of it. We have to start off as an infant. Learn how to crawl. But this is our journey. I was going to say my journey, but it's not. It's our journey back to humanity, people. This is real. As I am transforming into my spiritual self,